Hey, good morning, guys. Y'all want to do one a little different this morning? Gonna kind of flip through a PDF. I went ahead and I already showed you guys that I got a bunch of these. I got the whole, you know, I got the whole Bridge to Spiritual Freedom PDFs. I mean, I'm sure there's more. I mean, but I got a lot. I got a lot of them, and I've read through several of these, and I'm gonna share some. I'm not gonna be able to go through all of it, but this is one of my favorite ones. Primary Instruction 3. There is no death. Primary Instruction Lesson number 3. There is no death. 5th edition, copyright 1990, published by The Bridge to Spiritual Freedom, P.O. Box 333, New York. Some of the chapters. All right. Just read the highlighted area. There is no life stream that is not acquainted with the halls of karma, and it is often because the sphere to which the soul is assigned because of its questionable activities in life that the individual has brought back a dread of judgment, and has incorporated into the various creeds the erroneous doctrines of the wrath and punishment of God, which is not true. Y'all, when we die, our soul goes up and is judged by God. But he uses a board, like a business. There's multiple entities on this board. Let's see. The great process of evolution requires that the soul of man must express in a physical body and learn to master and control the qualification of his life energy in order to qualify for certain spiritual offices in the scheme of universal evolutions. It said in a lesson earlier, we're supposed to learn our lessons in each incarnation. And as you go on, you'll have lived several lives in multiple different vessels. Once as a man, once as a woman, all kind of different races. The idea is that you're going to learn bits and pieces, the good things should be, of all of it. And eventually, if you've learned enough of your lessons and gotten good enough karma, you won't have to come back. Let's see. The celestial body is known as the karmic board, and its lessons are final in connection with the disposition of affairs of mankind, except in rare instances where petitions are placed. Petitions. I'd shared, guys, a little bit of my experience. I remember the board. My time got cut short. I came back on an assignment. I know some people are going to be like, what? You were speaking all kind of, Yeah, it sounds wild, guys, I know. But it is what it is. God wanted me to come back. I didn't exactly want to, and I opted to stay as long as I could up there, because y'all, it is great, the afterlife, and I remember it is so amazing. Oh, it's so good. But my reward for coming back and fulfilling my assignment, which I'm working for diligently, is I'm not going to have to come back. This is my last round, y'all. This is my last one. I lived so many lifetimes as shamans, and I don't mean that to brag. But let's go on this board. All right. So who's on the board? The present members of the karmic board are Mother Mary, honorary spokesman; Lady Portia, goddess of justice; Pallas Athena, goddess of truth; Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy; Lady Nada, goddess of transfiguration; Lady Alexa, goddess of liberty; Lord Sri Magra, former lord of the world; Elohim Vista, all-seeing eye of God; and Lord Sethru, great divine director. These are the ones that judge you. They weigh out your karmic debt versus your dharma, the good things you've done. And basically decide how long you get to live up there in paradise while you're there for the time being, and then what you're going to do when you come back. The Mahachohan. We'll go into him a little bit more. He's, from what I understand, he's like El Moria's father. Anyway. It is he who breathes the first breath into the body when the individual is born. You go the halls of karma. There's great high doors open wide. Spirits accompanied by great shining beings of light. It's a giant building up there in the sky. There's different rooms for different countries. Awaiting the summons by a messenger of the karmic board. 7 throne chairs. I mean, you could see, guys. I mean, when I was reading this, I highlight things. I study. It's intriguing to me. It's interesting. What you do here determines what takes place between embodiments, as well as the opportunities that will be afforded you when you come back into another embodiment. Many souls have to be restrained when the record of its life on earth is read before the karmic board, when it sees what it might have done to assist individuals and conditions while here. Yeah, y'all, that is one thing, think about all the things you've done in life. All the things that nobody knows about, right? The embarrassing things, right, that we do. Our thoughts. All the wild things that you think of that you might think, and go, oh man, I'm glad nobody can peer into my mind. Well, hate to break it to you, but at some point, yeah, they're going to look into that. And it's all going to be shown, and you're going to have to live it. What kind of things do you think are going to be on that slideshow? You can ask yourself, how do I affect people? Ooh. Do I bring out the best in them or the worst? Whew. Let's keep going. I don't know how long to do. I'm just kind of just going with it, man. Yes. Where the sometimes the members of the Great White Brotherhood may speak for such a soul and offer to take responsibility for that one. I believe Cthulhu actually will do this a lot. He'll try to look out for folks and give them a good word up there if he can. Some people don't deserve it. It is then taken to the proper schoolroom where it will learn the lessons it needs most to assist its evolution and progress. Oh, right, here we go. Boom, yeah. The Ascended Master Cthulhu, or a representative or a pupil of his, claims almost all those who pass from the body in youth so as to give them every assistance. The Ascended Master El Moria sponsors those who have been active in governmental affairs, even if they seemingly failed in their tasks. The Ascended Master Paul asks to assist those who have worked in endeavoring to bring and sustain peace and brotherhood. The Ascended Master Serapis Bey speaks for the artists, musicians, architects, engineers, and builders of beautiful temples, cathedrals, cities, and etc. The Ascended Master Hilarion speaks for the doctors, scientists, nurses, and agnostics. The Ascended Master Jesus speaks for those who have served him well in the orthodox channels. And the Ascended Master Saint Germain asks for the particular life streams who consciously or unconsciously have forwarded the cause of freedom, whether from political, religious, or mental and physical bondage. So these are guys who will step up and speak for you. Give you a good word for your judgment. Yeah. Yeah, and guys, from what I remember, basically here in the West, they kept a lot of this stuff hidden, and they really only revealed these books, these pamphlets, to 33rd degree Masons and their family. So all your lower level Masons weren't even getting into this stuff. It's up to you. You decide what you want. I think there's something to it. Even though, I'd consider myself a Christian. I mean, I read the Bible, and Jesus was my way to the higher self, to God, to salvation. But the thing is, I'll tell you this, guys, when I was growing up, all those people in the church, the deacons, pastors, all the leaders, some of them were hiding this stuff. They'd preach at you during church and be like, you shouldn't read anything else but the Bible and the Bible alone. You a sinner if you do. But then on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday nights, when they were alone with my grandpa or my dad, they would be reading stuff like this. Some of them, like I said, not all of them. Like I said, you had to be a pretty high degree to get up there. Not a lot of guys make it to the 33rd degree, even if you're a Master Mason. Ooh. Y'all, Master Mason just means you made it to the 3rd degree. It's like being the vice president at a bank. It really doesn't mean much. It's just a word. Like being the shift lead somewhere. You really don't have that kind of polar power. It's just a title. Anyway.
At the most.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.
Bye for now.